Good evening, guys. Welcome to the program on CrossDocking. We have taken a very important topic for discussion today. I was doing the live program from my office page, that is Expert SEM page, and now I have come back in my profile. Hope you are able to hear me and see the screen. Okay. Can anyone respond saying you are able to hear and watch the live screen? Today, our topic will be on cross-docking. Cross-docking was being used in the distribution center, especially in the retail distributor environment for moving the goods quickly. And now it has found use in various services. Maybe we will see what are those areas. Before even going to that, let us understand what is cross-docking and why it is being used, what are the advantages, and will it really improve the supply chain performance. This is what we are going to see. Allow me few seconds. Let me put the screen also here. Okay, now we will start the program. Welcome again. Today's topic is on cross-docking, which is very important concept in distribution environment, especially retailer distribution environment. This is being used. Let us see what exactly is it and what benefits we are going to get by using cross-docking. Before I dive briefly, I will introduce myself. My name is Pattabhiraman. This is my LinkedIn profile. You are always welcome to connect or follow me. As a background, I am an engineer with a PG degree in management as well as data science. I have been working in this global organization for nearly 25 years. During my career, I have been handling in different subdomains, including logistic at various level, and I was heading the supply chain in this organization for nearly 10 years. Currently, I am heading an organization known as Thoughtware Training Private Limited. Now, with respect to my certification, if you are in supply chain, you should be knowing APIX and ASCM. They are globally recognized certification. If you are in the job market, you are also should take up this type of certification. I also hold similar certification from Demand Driven Institute. I am also a certified purchasing manager and a project management professional, apart from qualified in analytics. Coming to our organization, we are based in Bangalore, 4-year-old organization. We provide both consulting and training in the field of supply chain, logistic, and purchasing. We operate under a trade name called Expert ACM. Now let us go to cross-dock arrangement. A simple image is given. As a simple explanation, we are trying to connect incoming goods with the outgoing vehicle. Okay. Here, this is some sort of a warehouse where we are not going to do any storage, but only trying to connect the goods from the incoming vehicle to the vehicle along with the incoming goods. But you should be clear that there should be a perfect timing, order match, everything should happen, then only this will work fine. So you will see a lot of advantages of using this type of arrangement. But what you see is very simple arrangement. Maybe the very large organization, they may be using hundreds of vehicles in the cross-dock arrangement. So you may see cross-dock as a platform. On one side you may have incoming vehicle, and on the other side outgoing vehicle. But in between, after downloading from incoming vehicle, there may be a simple mixing or some value addition takes place before it is going to outbound vehicle. When you see slightly complex crosstalk, you may also see that these goods may not directly go to the outbound vehicle, but they may be temporarily stored, because there are a lot of reasons for that. Because ideally there should be a perfect flow and no storage, but it may not be always feasible to do such arrangement. And also here you see a different layout. Earlier it was a I type of a layout, where one side there was a incoming vehicle and outside other side it was a outgoing vehicle. But it is also possible you can have some U type of a layout. Okay. Coming to material handling in the crosstalk, it can be manual or semi-automatic or fully automatic, depending upon the requirement and the throughput. Okay, but it's a complex environment. Generally, if you have hundreds of vehicle, incoming vehicle to be connected to outgoing vehicle, there should be perfect match in timing and order requirement, and you need to have a proper tooling, sequencing, all that may be required when we use ordering system. Coming to many now, many of the e-commerce platform, apart from those in the retail distribution, they are already using this cross-dock, of course with various levels of efficiency and effectiveness. But it has been in use for last several decades. But now with the emerging e-commerce platform, this has gained much importance. So here in this, you can see some idea given here in this layout. You may also have a combined warehouse with the traditional warehousing, where you are going to store some item, and a combination of cross docking. You can see here there are four different products coming from the various suppliers, which are identified with different colors. But what happens in the direct simple cross docking, this product getting mixed and then goes to the customer order. You may see the advantages. Customer, if they have to order directly from different vendors, they may be required to go several trip to collect this item. So possibly there is no transportation economy. So there is a necessity for a third party to handle this consolidation. The cross-docking is main benefit is a consolidation, thereby reduction in the transportation cost. So in the process, they are doing some mixing from various vendors. It is getting mixed and then sent to the outbound vehicle. The other format could be there are some value added activity which can take place in this type of arrangement. The value added activity could be simple labeling or kitting or even packing, but it should not be complicated issues in this type of arrangement, because we want the flow to be continuous. It should not get stuck. So second arrangement is there is a value addition apart from mixing. You can always see this colors, four colors is different here, and after value addition it goes to the outbound vehicle. But it may not be always possible that you are able to match incoming with the outgoing vehicle. So possibly some of the item can be stored temporarily. The reason could be delayed by the supplier, or the vehicle has not come in time, or sufficient order is not there so that you can consolidate everything in the vehicle. So what happens? There is a temporary storage area. So when the item is received, it will be stored in this area. When you have a sufficient load, then consolidation happens and getting dispatched to the vendor. You may also see there are special type of a loading box normally which we don't use in India. Here, the loading boxes which are attached to a trailer is left in this type of a loading platform to facilitate loading and unloading. But at the same time, the engine need not be here at this location. It can go away because the number of hours can be different. Maybe these items are downloaded or loaded on the same day, or it could be next day. But you can see in US they are trying to use multiple boxes by using one or two engine trailers. Okay, this arrangement possibly if we use in Indian environment, it will be beneficial. I'm not sure anyone has come across this type of vehicle in the real storage. Coming to the necessity, now customer is expecting a lot of things from their vendors, whether it's a B2B or B2C. The expectation is more, especially when it comes to the timing. The customer are very strict now. They want everything to be delivered on the same day or at the most next day. So you need all the arrangement to meet this requirement. Okay, so here cross-docking has become an interesting logistic strategy in the supply chain. So in this process, arrival and departure of cargo will be taken place almost on the same day. At the most, it could go to the next day. So will identify the process involved in cross-docking, its benefit, the complexity of implementing cross-docking. So it's not so easy to implement this cross-docking, and the factors to consider when implementing a cross-docking system. Of course, you should understand this is a brief introductory session, and we have a detailed program, which is a self-paced program available in our website expertsem.com, where will get complete detail. I am just picking some slides from there and giving an introduction in this session. Meanwhile, if you are watching in LinkedIn, you can always type your questions in the LinkedIn comment so that I can respond to you. Coming next, as a basic thing, when the inbound trucks comes and the inbound docks may be occupied, so you need some type of a yard management system. When you have hundreds of vehicles incoming, outgoing, and possibly the docks are occupied, so there will be a parking area. So the vehicle has to be parked in properly, and some proper sequencing has to be done so that overall efficiency is better in that once the dock is clear, maybe this vehicle is asked to be located in the dock and the load or unload process happens. Okay, then sometime you, as we have seen, this item can be stored in a temporary area, not necessarily for all the item, but when there is a requirement, it will be stored, and some value added activity may take place and then move to outbound vehicle. But coming to the main focus of cross docking is to speed the delivery to the customer. Okay, mainly this happens in B2B environment, but you should be very careful that it is not applicable for all kind of products. We will see briefly which kind of product for which cross-docking is suitable. But here the main focus of cross-docking is consolidation of goods so that you can reduce the transportation cost, as well as you are going to improve the